headlining event on Sunday. It is the Baddy League Offroles 2. It's returned for one more triumphant time. I'm Thrifty Senpai, joined here with everyone's other favorite commissioner, AJS0.
Oh yeah, gamers. We've got I love this. We've got thumbs down, dongers up going against enemy 1 through 5 all-time iconic SBL team that we seem to be able to put together season after season.
Enemy 1 through 5. It's a tried and true classic. These guys are good. They're Red Side legends.
It's actually crazy that they get red side every game. I'm surprised no one's ever tried to change that up on them.
I really blows me away. But if blue side's favored in the meta, it kind of rough for enemies 1 through 5. Um, but yeah, for everyone that is the fever breakers on that side. That is like the
I just typed it into chat actually, so that anyone that wants to try to follow along is able to do so. And I'm gonna crank TeamSpeak up a bit. Chat, let me know how that sounds.
testing 1 2 3. All right, so we see a Swain Yone and Smolder bands.
Looks just like Worlds, but like
Yeah.
with an SBL
With the
SBL flavor.
Yeah, this, and then we got on the other side we have a bunch of beefy boys. Zach, Thomas, and Scion.
All this into a first pick Nautilus. Times have changed.
Well, yeah, that's
All right. I
first
have
pick not. All right. So the only thing, so I'm trying to figure out where people are going. The only thing I know for sure is that 30 is the mid lane.
for anyone that's maybe not totally aware here, it is the banned roles tournament. So everyone, they're basically main 2 roles. They cannot pick. So everyone plays an off role. Obviously, some players play a lot of roles and a lot of characters, and they're going to be less affected. Some people are dirty, disgusting, filthy one triggers who are going to have a bad time. And holy Sivir looks different.
Comps, they're back.
No matter how much the meta changes, the SBL does not.
Yeah. There's something that are tried and true. Sivir comps. All the way back from 2014, still coming back to haunt your dreams and run you down in 2024. As
beef.
Gragas, nice flex pick that could be mid or top here.
Most recently seen as a iconic counter pick in the last game of the World Finals. Do you think we're gonna see similar gameplay here? Oh no, not the Croc, dude.
Oh no, who's Croc gaming over there?
Oh, dude, I think the reason I hate Renekton so much is because once I loved him so much, and I hate what they've made this character into. Like, do you know Renekton was picked in like 30 games at Worlds, and he had like a 37% win rate?
Yeah, it's that's like I feel like that's been how Renekton's been at Worlds for like the last 5 years now. He's always played significantly more than you'd expect, and he always has a terrible win rate. And he usually does nothing. But every once in a while he has a game where he's just an absolute mid-game terror and just fucking quits the game. So, I don't know.
It's just, it's like, League players are so bad because, like, they don't understand the difference between what makes them feel confident and what actually makes them feel good. And everyone feels confident on Renekton. Like, you can't really fuck up that bad. Like, it's really easy and straightforward game plan. And, like, you're jungler's gonna gank, you're gonna walk in, do your stun auto attack, like do some damage, have some pressure, and then just kind of never be able to do enough for the rest of the game. We need to fucking listen. If somebody was campaigning to fix Renekton, like maybe that could have swayed me. Is all I'm saying.
Oh god,
where's the crocodile party when we need them? Crocodile party. That sounds like a shock site.
Probably is. There's a non-zero chance that is.
Hey, footboy, you want to go to a crocodile party?
Oh god.
Take that as a yes.
No, I don't. No.
All right, so this is
boots here.
Quite a interesting team.
So we got Wukong top. That is going to be Gragas mid, presumably, unless we see like the triple rotate to. Oh, I guess it could be Wukong jungle. So
Yeah, I feel like we got to do some kind of like ranged damage dealer for the last pick here.
I mean, Gragas can. If they do Gragas mid, you could definitely do the 8 full AP, like really bursty Gragas. Yeah,
Okay.
okay, so it's Wukong jungle, Darius in the top lane.
That is a beefy fucking Sivir comp. That is like a really OG Sivir comp, just
Yeah,
all
dude, we have
melees
a
running
bunch of
at you.
dumb thick boys, and we're gonna fucking run with this woman, and we're gonna run you down.
Bunga bunga for our queen.
Oh shit, Galio. Okay. Well, we know how this one went. Wait, Anivia?
Yo,
Cal?
yo,
Is that Cal? Is
yo.
that Cal Bird?
The bird.
I love the bird pick here. Is that a Hwei support then?
It's a Nevia support and Graves AD carry. They're gonna set up the wall, and then you can buckshot off the wall.
Dude, that would be sick. Like, oh my god. Oh fuck. Yeah, now it's like a weird guessing game of like where everyone's gonna go, specifically on ME5 on the enemy team, because it's like on red side it's like you don't get the names, so like we can see where. So we got tank ass support, so it's like tank activity in the bot lane. Looks like Bestis is gonna be jungling. 30 mid, Benign in the top lane. We know how he feels about that from his Hot Ones interview.
All right, chat. I just tried lowering myself a bit. We'll keep tweaking here until we get this dialed in. We got a long day ahead of us, so we got plenty of times to get this optimized.
We got 6 or 7 games, so. Dubs, I got a chat here. Vlad posted a picture of Dubs saying, "I'm backing out of the bet to be real. I'm a coward."
Oh yeah, dude, that's fucking.
What was the bet? But we got a coward.
Bitch behavior. Sub drum wood, dude.
What was the bet?
Wonder if they're just betting on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dub Drum, by the way, low key, a lot of pressure on him this game because he was being subbed out. The emergency replacement Dan was ready in action, and then Dub Drum was feeling well enough to play today, so they went back to Plan A. And I think if Dub doesn't play well, you're gonna have the whole team wondering, like, damn, dude, why couldn't you have been Dan?
Yeah. Yeah. There's some real pressure there. It's like, why did we even take you like in the SBL? You wouldn't have your spot next week.
I know I'm disappointed by this. Because it was gonna be really funny to watch 30 lane against Dan, which was what was looking very likely to happen.
Yeah. Oh, I would have been so excited for that, to have the brothers battle in the mid lane.
Yeah, those guys. That's my favorite brothers to lovers story.
It really is. I mean, is there anything that can compete with that? Like, I think that's gotta be everyone's favorite brothers to lovers story, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure anything comes close. Good old Yowie Cest on the stream.
You know how I do. All right, Swift. So we got about a minute here before spectator play puts us in. Who's going where? Who's on which of these champions?
I don't fucking know, dude. It's gonna take me 25 minutes to remember which players are even on this team.
I got you. Okay, I got you. Player. It's Hook Resets, Mr. Tuesday, Thunder, Dolphy, and Dub Drum.
In that order?
I don't know what order they were.
Yeah, we'll do 50 seconds, man. I'm not. I got nothing here.
You got nothing?
What I want to talk about is I don't actually really know what Hwei does. Hwei doesn't. He's like a backline kind of mage, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Backline.
Does he have any kind of like hard engage built into his kit?
He does have like some pretty good CC tools. Not like hard engage, but
I'm just thinking like this team really. It's gonna be weird team fighting for Fever Breakers on the red side. All right, let me make sure that this is working.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Take it away.
It is Hook Resets on the Anivia. Hell yeah. Bird Gaming. Let's go.
Right. I think we are in. I love the number of things I have to remember every time I spectate this game again. And then the Control Shift Z. We're going to take this out a few ticks. And I think everything is good. It's not what I'm gonna call super centered, but it is doing its job.
Yeah, it'll get the job done.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh yeah, gamers. All right, we are in game.
Okay,
League might be quiet. Let me know if you think I should turn the actual game up a little. Actually, I'm gonna just turn it up a little bit. I can tell comparing our volumes here.
Oh, ward goes down. Invade coming through. Ward's on the defensive. Nothing coming from it. Don't forget to sort players.
Thank you. All right, we gotta find the smite.
Has spawned.
It's all right. Black Myth Wukong in the jungle.
Black Myth Wukong.
All right, cool. Got that one. All right, cool. We did it. Graves not starting with a health potion. Is that normal, dude? I don't know what's normal. I'm so gone.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on.
I think I've
would
seen
assume
some
that
of that. So
there is definitely. I know for a fact there are definitely multiple junglers that can get away with not having a health potion, and it's not particularly close for them. So Graves, I could see he tends to have a pretty healthy clear. The passive just so good for kiting jungle camps.
right, so
Yeah,
our matchups
we are.
here. Look at these player matchups. Oh, Renai and Dubdrum are actually laning against each other, so the bets could have been in reference to that.
Yeah, about who wins lane.
I'm gonna put my money on Renai circulation in that one. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, no, same here.
And that team's gonna have a real hard time if Dubdrum does poorly. Like, he's a really big cave-in position for this team. If Dubdrum is behind, then it's gonna be so easy for this super beefy blue side to just run forward
There's gonna be
through
a
all the
lot of
squish.
pressure on the Anivia here, then, to be, one, keeping the team in good position, but two, using the wall and the Glacial Storm to be able to, like, funnel these fights into things that are perfective for them, as opposed to them just getting CC'd and obliterated. Yeah, trying to think. I don't know if Tuesday's played much jungle. I like that he picks the Graves, honestly. He's like, you know, this man plays a lot of AD carry. I'll just play an AD carry in the jungle. Why not?
Respect.
Can't be that different.
Alright, and chat. I'm turning the game up a little bit more because I feel like it was probably still quiet. That might have been too much, so let me know. League of Legends is just a quiet-ass game, dude. I've got this maxed out on everything.
Compared to some of the other stuff we had earlier. Very, very loud games. So now we see, looks like we're going to see Scuttle Crab trade here. A little damage going on to 30, but nothing too crazy yet.
Yeah, very slow gameplay to start this one.
Yeah, slow gameplay, but we're already starting to see a very, very large lead develop in the top wave. Dubdrum's wave pushing out currently, and he is down over 2 waves. Not a spot you want to see.
Yeah, that's, I mean... Oh, well, we might have a real fight here in the mid lane, as both the mid laners are kind of running away low health here. We're going to just walk out. No summoners. Yeah, Dubdrum is... Dubdrum's fucked.
Yeah,
He actually needs to recall reset. Or have his jungler come straight to top lane. And,
yeah,
his
there you
jungler...
go.
Oh, this is not good for Kale. He's going to try to flash that. Questionable decision, in my opinion, because he's still going to lose his life. Does force some flashes to match. Tried to buy some time here. Now Thunder's just outside of hook range. But that is a first blood onto the Wukong. Yeah, so let me show y'all. Oh, Blab is just doing this perfect, too. Look at this freeze. So Dub's coming back. He's at least got some items now, but, like, he has to force something for this wave to crash. He needs to call for this Graves. Like, Tuesday needs to just go straight to top lane and help this crash, or this is going to be GG in top. And with Offroles players, like, you don't know if they're going to know that they need to do that.
this is just absolutely brutal.
And this is, I mean, this is what you do in top lane. You should set up the hard freeze when you get it. And so Blab is GGing up there. Braves does come on that side of the map. We'll see if he can do anything on the push out here. Blab does not have resources, but he does have double summoners. I don't even think he's under that much pressure here.
Now we see like there might be a gank here. Mr. Tuesday looking for it. They do have to be careful though. Darius does have ult available.
That would just be the fucking icing on the cake,
Oh
wouldn't
man,
it?
he's spending so much money. He cancels the recall.
Yeah, Wukong's coming, and so is Gragas potentially. Oh, this could actually be really explosive here. No one knows though. He's doing grubs. He has. Oh my god. Yeah. Somebody has to walk into somebody.
Someone's gonna find someone here. Wukong's
oh, here comes Tuesday.
Huey's getting a gank here on 30 from the long side. Mr. Tuesday, they're now finding Vespas here and putting out some damage. Huey coming up to follow though. Darius gonna come down. Mr. Tuesday has the backup from the Huey, but looks like we're gonna have a fight over the grubs.
Dub gets a CS for the first time in minutes.
That's the real win here. Disregard grubs and acquire minions.
But Blab is going to get what he wanted in the top lane matchup, which is to crash things and go for a more traditional reset. So his greed is going to pay off here. We'll see if he can force Dub off any of the creeps here. I mean, he might just try to keep bullying with Doran's Blade. I would recall. I would spend that 900 gold advantage.
He's sitting on freaking 1800 gold here. That's an absurd amount.
We go straight into boots.
Oh god.
Ooh, all right. Some damage.
Some damage here, but oh, Hook comes
through.
through.
Beautiful wombo combo there. Hook Recess does not have a flash because he blew it on that last fight, and that's going to cost him his life here. 0-2.
Now, really, really nice hook from Tankox, and then just after that, all easy peasy.
Yeah, and that's huge because they needed that in the mid lane. 30 was kind of falling into a hole on the creep side, despite the 2 deaths on Cal. So he's gonna be able to bounce back. Oh, he gets a plate for this too. Yeah, that is so nice for Gragas.
Very, very nice. And the next thing you know, just like that, now he finds himself up in gold in the mid lane. Up in gold, up on tempo. Nothing too eventful in the bot lane. You know, AD carry's farming it out. The sport's looking to find impact more elsewhere, but maybe Bestest one gonna find something here. Is Thunder gonna look for the ward, gets engaged on it. It is a very, very dead Huey. That heal, should the flash actually might be able to make it out safely. Tankox being the root down on Delphi, and that is going to be it.
Okay, take the double summoners on the way. A burst that will target in the next fight is the junglers might still be kind of going at it here. They want to fight for this crab. Going to be secured by Bestis, but a lot of bodies are showing up. Whiff on the hook. That might be our disengage.
Kate all coming through. Gonna do some additional damage. We might be seeing the Fever Breakers here positioning for Dragon. Next objective on the map. It's phenomenally interesting as well is that we found out from as well with the Offroles League is the thing is that like teams shot calling is just not as good as well because people are focusing so much harder on what their champion or like what their role in the game is that it removes them from like being able to provide as much game sense to other players as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Like such a big part of shot calling, it's not how well you know how the game works, it's how little do you need to focus on your own gameplay so that you can be looking at the bigger picture. And that is a hell of a lot harder when you're playing something you're unfamiliar with. As, oh, Dub with a nice stun there.
Nice stun, gonna make him get a nice trade. The damage has stopped spreading, but he's gonna have a lot to work with here.
30's it's a pressure, and 30 does not ult hook away, so he has to blow his flash there.
But he's out. Yeah, something that he might not know in that matchup is very, very important to be very cognizant of your body slam cooldown for both players, as that very much dictates how all the trading patterns can go.
Yeah, we do see a big roam. Nautilus is up in top lane here. Both the junglers are showing up, so we may have a fight. Guys are getting kind of caught out by some of the wards here. The hook's whiffing.
Ooh. resets, putting the pain here onto 30.
Yeah, the forces a recall. 30 will have a teleport if we got 15 seconds on grubs. So if these guys are going to go for a fight there. But it looks like flash for flash. That's going to be this huge wave crashing in the top lane. Blab already over 100 CS here. That's we're on pace for like one of the earliest flame horizons I've ever seen.
And so Mammoth's just having to flash for safety here. Meanwhile, though, Bestis getting the grubs. Fortunately for the Fever Breakers, they were able to secure 2 of the last ones, so even with all 3 of these going over to the I Got Nothing, there will be no little grub voidlings.
Ultimately, the game just kind of slowing down a little bit here.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Everyone's trying to find their legs. Oh no, Hook Reset's gonna be looking for a very, very late Roa here. I see he has the Catalyst as a part here, but it's 12 minutes. That Roa's gonna take forever to get stacked.
He's just saying like, hey, I'm already so far ahead, kinda, so I can afford to let this take its time. And now this is where we're hitting the danger zone in the top lane, because Dubdrum is one more trade away from being ultimate, and Blab is really good job forcing it. Forces him off of the cannon creep there. He's just,
Oh wait, did they get Grublings at 4 now? Did you see that? Is that what that's
I don't fucking know how grubs work, dude. But what I do know is that if Blab played like this on that one season he was your teammate, you guys would have been SBL champions.
Oh god, we would have been fucking easy champions.
Just immaculate top lane. This guy playing exactly how I liked to play the lane, by just being a dick. As I think we're going to have a fight here. 30 has a flank available if he starts coming down the river. And yeah, it's coming forward here.
Oh,
They're
it's
gonna...
coming. Dragon's getting very low. Dragon is going to go down. TP coming through. Dubdrum going to join the fight. Mr. Tuesday getting locked up. CT going down. Going to hang in for a little longer, but down goes the bestest one. Meanwhile, Dubdrum now enters the action. Seeing a lot of CC here. Tank actually very low. Going to pick up 1. Now 30's going to go down. That is 2 here. Dubdrum getting us up on the board.
A spell shield on the Kalen ult. Civibeard needed that, but just a disaster of a fight there for Thumbs Down, Dongers Up. Sivir was just not grouped properly with her team there, and so she was like trying to come in on a flank. Couldn't do it. Oh, just please leave.
Oh, scary.
Please. Oh, he's so fucked.
But Beth's here going to find out. Get the flash once again. It's on cooldown. One more point going over here towards Deep Breaker spot lane.
So despite the double kill there, Dub is still down 2k gold.
That is the power of a tower in ADCS.
Have you all just tried laning?
Oh man. It is so vital actually that he got those kills though. Because I mean he was the poorest person on the map.
Oh, by a mile, yeah. And Blab does get the tower, but that might actually just be like a good thing. Because it's going to force creeps to be on Dub's side of the map and kind of safety, and he can probably try to just play the game a bit.
Yeah. You know, I noticed some people were saying with the last patch that bounty system got a little fucky, and yeah, Dubdrum has 100 gold bounty on him right now for that because of that double kill.
Oh, he got a double kill. He should have a bounty.
Yeah, like, that's fucked. Like that is so fucked up.
That was the big brain. Blab wanted him to get a bounty so that he could go collect it.
Just accelerate himself even further.
So there's a Rift Herald secured by Bestis, and now Civibeard. Yeah, he's fucked. Actually, the tower goes down. Okay, yeah. Oh, that was a really bad flash.
That man was very, very, very dead. Caitlyn ult, Graves ult. They were making sure. No way he was getting out to survive.
Alright, so it means tower pressure.
I want to see if Cal can do at some point. There's a really, really sick tech. Like, you can stuff. One of the few ways to stuff Nautilus like the point is a Nivea wall. You just throw it up in front of the hook.
Yeah, I think they want to fight this. Oh, Dub Drum! Getting a lot.
Great wall. Beautiful wall. Cuts off Tank Axe from the rest of his team.
Yeah, the team just not quite on the same page with their engage there. Now Thunder.
Here. Lots of, wow, that's a lot. Vestas doing a lot of damage.
That's a big
We're
monkey.
getting just some weird positioning here. And in comes, everyone else has to see what has come from this monster. The top lane gets the hook on Adolphe. Adolphe getting locked up very low. Gun's gonna land. The free ticket, he may make it out. I'm not sure.
That's shut down at the ends, but not going to be resets. And oh, now a good re-engage there from Best. This forces some defensive flashes, and it's somehow a 1-for-1.
That is crazy.
Cal? Cal's trolling? Cal flashing? Oh, the wall is so... Oh, clean! What?
Yeah, that's just getting low.
They forgot about the passive, or they might have known, but they were deep there. Not going to lose their lives, though. They get the passive force, so that's not nothing. We'll see if that matters in the next fight.
Getting feisty here. After we had a very passive landing phase. The gloves are off here. Teams trading blows. And despite everything that's happened, we got some golden bounces all over the map. But the actual game very even, within 1K.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of these gold swings in the real SBL. This is pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, this is like a, oh my god, the deadlock game on Friday where it was just back and forth, back and forth. Here we are for that. Hook gonna land. Gonna play no bouncing. Tank Axe wants that. As oh, Harold bonks the wall, not
Oops.
getting ridden anywhere.
All right, Dragon is alive here, and oh, this could be a catch. Thunder.
Jungle.
No
There's
flash.
the bomb. Beautiful.
Nice shot from the FPS master.
Dragon's got the bomb. Dragon here looking to be going over once more. Thumbs down, dongers up. 2 dragons now.
Yeah, they want to try to find a pick here, but no one's going to be available.
And your Flame Horizon coming very, very close. 5 CS. Maybe 6. We'll see. Dub's gonna have a way of pushing into him, but. High circulation looking to hit that lovely milestone.
Yeah, Vlad's really just keeping the pressure up. Oh man, look at that smash onto the tower. Good pressure onto the T2 here is Not's going to use the plants to scout out.
Yeah, Mr. Tuesday gets spotted here by Renai. He wants it. He says, I'll take you both on, doing quite a bit of damage. Mr. Tuesday getting low. Gonna have to use the ult to push back to safety. But now, Ghost coming through. A nice regulation. Wants it. He gets it.
Welcome to the top lane, Mr. Tuesday.
B-ball, don't lie.
Let's fight. That is the wall down. Those have been really big in the skirmishes, so I think the team is making the right choice to disengage here. Maybe play this around the tower. Obviously, pushing into Anivia is a nightmare. Anivia, Hui, Caitlyn, that's a lot of wave players. Tank X taking a lot of damage here. Actually, it's some real pressure.
Push the ult. Gonna force the recall, most likely. Raptor wants a P to that 2-man ass as well. And all of a sudden now, thumbs down, dongers up. Looking to see, like, they're pulling quite a bit of control on this map here. Renai's circulation has just proven to be quite the problem.
Yeah, he's 1 away from the magic number.
So close. Another big wave pushing into Dub, though. Will it happen? We'll see. That's the goal here. Someone, how much donations do we get for the kids for nice circulation? Flame Horizon Stub Drum.
We got anyone donating $1 a death this game? I know we had a lot of that going last year.
I'll be doing a $1 death today. Not sure if we have any of that going on this game or not.
Alright, here we go. Let's see.
I finally got a bit off more than each shooter. But a lot of damage is getting low. The Hui CC, but it looks like he's gonna be able to just walk this one out.
Yeah, Hui had to play that super carefully. If you like stayed in Renai's face at all, I mean, he was like 2 hits away from just dying.
Oh yeah, I mean, Renai has 5 levels on the Hui, which is just an absurd amount of stats.
That's a lot of stats.
See, Fever Breakers gonna go ahead. We're fighting once again over this mid-tier 1. Can it hold? It does.
Yeah, this is why I really do like that Blab has been trying to force the pressure on the side, because it's just... This ain't a team you can 5-person down mid against.
No, exactly. Like, they don't have really... And, like, Darius isn't a particularly powerful grouping champion either. It definitely thrives more in those, you know, 2v2, 3v3 skirmishes versus a 5v5 full-out brawl. Looking here.
Really close to getting that tower. And by the way, he did it! 100 up on the Renekton. He's going to take the tower, and now he's going to have a chance for just straight up playing Tough Drum. No hesitation, flashes like the bitch he is.
Now having to flash as well to safety. Pressure exchange on the sides of the map here. Dragon going to be up here in just under a minute.
And we'll see. Renai is kind of making his way there.
Waiting in the bushes.
I think this is good. This is what you want if you're thumbs down, dongers up. You want an open field fight, not something under a tower. Dragon gives you the chance to force that. Use just the massiveness of Darius's girth to force some pressure in this fight and have a chance at a good one. They should look for something, you know, most likely front to back with the Sivir and just try to run down these carries.
Yeah, completely agree. Oh, this is huge. Finding a pick on a hook resets, getting a lot of damage out. But now the wall comes through. Tankax finding himself on the wrong side of things. Renai wants to get in, but cannot. But at the end of the day, we still see the Dongers out control of the pit.
Yeah, 30's going towards Tuesday. Tuesday is a very...
On both sides. Very, very low.
Oh!
Tuesday's the winner.
We'll see, because this is still looking okay. Blue team going forward here. This is going to be an easy double kill. 1 down, 2 down. The bot laners each taking 1 apiece. And now Dolphy.
Dolphy, you don't want to be here. That's a bad man. The Blasco gonna actually, wow, look at that.
Just barely able to get the spacing there. That was huge. But that is now sole points for thumbs down, dongers up. Some good map pressure during that too, because that all ran pretty long here. As a Cal, I think is going to be okay here. More than that. But Dub Drum's able to get top lane, and they were able to get mid lane out of that, because that was such a long kind of sequence of events. So Soul Point is huge, but the gold taken by Fever Breaker is pretty impactful as well.
Guys, we're still staying on. Despite the fact Dragons very, very much in the favor here of the Dongers, but still a close game. This definitely could be anyone's game, even in a traditional SPL setting, let alone the fact that we have Clown Fiesta mode engaged. Yeah. Lulling standstill here, as I wonder if we're not going to see much action here until we see our next dragon in about 4 minutes. That's kind of been the pace of this game. Surprisingly slow, considering how some of the games went last year.
Yeah, it was super bloody shit show every game last year. I think it's just kind of the team compositions. Is here we see Renai going for another fight out of the Renekton and Dub Drum. I think he was feeling too confident. Like, nothing had gone horrifically bad for him in a while, and so he thought he could stand his grounds. There is over 4,000 gold separating these top laners.
Is all in that top lane right now.
Turn the nameplate off and you just assume this is Dario Chapman. No, actually you wouldn't, because he hasn't done anything silly with his lead yet. Dario would have, like, towered over between those two mid towers at some point and be like, dude, if we can just break this Anivia, it'll cave their whole base in. And they either would have won the game off of that.
25 minutes, if you see a Dario lead, it's never 3-0. It's like 6-2. It's like 6-2.
Yeah. Ooh! From downtown, that opens Civi up.
Death charge coming through. Nice finishes on a rampage, and he finds another for a double. And oh no, just like that, I think this game just got broken wide open.
That may have finally been the point. Those two towers of mid, that is going to be so huge here. Now, this blue team has so much map pressure they can play with. They can be so far moved forward here, and this is where this comp is going to excel, where they can pick you off with the Sivir ult in the jungle, all of their pick tools. And that all sets them up 2 minutes from now to be in such a nice position to control the Dragon Pit for Soul. I'm gonna turn this game sound back down a little bit because that's what my gut's telling me is good.
Like right here on Sunday of the charity weekend, we're running completely on vibes at this point.
I do rather like vibes.
Oh
I'll try to.
I was, you know, you think how many people do you think if her 9 circulation walked into that group of 5 right there? How many people die before he does?
More than one.
That was also my thought. As we might find out as he keeps flirting with danger, all 5 members here of the Fever Breakers. Unfortunate dub drum. The titular Fever Breaker himself here. Fights that off only to be broken in half by basically Dario Chapman. Holy shit.
Oh.
I just realized.
Cal.
Shit posting in.
Yeah, we don't got time for that because Kale's shitposting in the bottom lane here. 1 versus 5. The gang bang ends with the bird under the ground. And this is going to be a great chance for them to shove through this lane. Blab is creating so much pressure right now. This team is going to have a hard time even coming to match here. So we're going to zoom this out a little bit further.
But they're just letting it go.
That was... I guess they don't want to not screw up before Dragon here.
I'll give them that because it's the Offroles. But man, if that was regular SP, I'd be like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you know, with a normal player, I'd be like, oh, Blab's talking in Twitch chat right now, so the game must be over. But with Blab, I know he's actually just in real time, like, ready to talk his shit.
It's like, yeah. Blab's the reason why we have to have stream delay.
And here he goes, looking for Mr. Tuesday, keeping him very far away from that dragon. No smite to steal. The flash coming through, the blast cone. He wants it all. Number 1.
Down goes 1, maybe 2 here. Oh my goodness, yeah. Down goes 2. You were right, it is more than 1.
That sets his team up here to come in on the flank. It's a 1 for 2, 1 for 3 in favor of the blue team here. Bestest one's going to make it out alive, and the pressure continues.
Huge shutdown, though. Caitlyn getting the 1,000 gold, effectively 1,000 gold bounty here. That is the person you wanted that money to be on. But Inferno Soul here. You thought that Darius was already hitting hard? Wait till he's also putting a freaking burn with a burst proc on it.
Yeah, we look at the gold here. Now, obviously, a pretty big lead for thumbs down, dongers up.
Well, yeah, I'm not. After seeing how last year went, I'm not counting anything out until a Nexus explodes.
Yeah, now the question is if they can just control this Baron pit, which they should have all of the ability to do, right? Like, this is the scenario their team is built for.
Yeah, control the Baron pit, find a pick with either Wukong or Gregasol for an engage, or just run them down with Sivir. Oh, also, shout out.
Yo!
We got the $69 dono.
From Anonymous, again, $69 gets us to that goal, $3,000. I'm going to assume it's Ty in chat because he said it was him. If no other Anonymous is there to take credit, Ty wins. Thank you so much to everyone who's been donating all weekend. We still got a lot of day to go and a lot of bad League of Legends to watch. I hope we can keep climbing that number up.
Looking forward. Glad to have hit the goal. Feels good. We've done it for the kids, everyone. But the show still will go on. There's a lot of bad League of Legends to be played, and some amount of bullying in the top lane.
Yeah, man, we thought those horror games we played Friday and Saturday night were bad, but they have nothing compared to what Dumb playing right now.
Yeah, oh, this is sneaky. I like this.
Yeah, you got to go for something here.
I like this a lot.
Keeping the waves crashing here.
Wow, they're so patient. Here we go. Here it goes. Wall going through. Nice flash. Gotta make sure.
Yeah, this is still 30s, keeping the pressure on. No one is even close to matching him. There's a teleport out of Dumb, which means it's a 4v4. Oh, they started Baron? I was not watching the minimap carefully enough there. I think if you're... I think Darius should be looking for a flank here. Oh, from downtown!
Oh my god, he might have been up more than you though. Mr. Tuesday goes to answer back. And now Tank getting very, very low. Sivir taking a lot of damage coming in. Not gonna finish the teammate coming in. That is 30 going in. He leaves the blue buff. He finds himself in a chain trap, and he goes down as well. This is an absolute disaster. Now Tankax here.
This ain't over though.
Circulation on the back line finds Dolphy, evening the play.
They have to be so scared of Baddy. Look, they are running the hell away. He could easily have gotten that reset on Tuesday there and kept trying to fight forward. But just not on the same page, as you would expect in an event like this. A pretty poorly executed team fight there is going to keep Fever Breakers alive.
Fever Breakers is a significantly different name than Fever Breakers.
Do you think Dub still has the Fever Beaker?
Probably. That's his excuse if otherwise he's like, I'm not all the way better. Turns out we should have had Dan.
There's no way Dan would be down 6,000 gold right now, would he?
Not a chance. Who do you think would have gone top on this team if Dan was in? You think it would have just been Hook?
Could have been anybody.
Top.
It could have been anybody with Thunder, I guess.
Yeah.
Looking at the rolls here, off screen.
Big fight in the top lane. Oh, the pull barely gonna miss.
That is a level 18 on the Darius, first in the game. Not a surprise.
Yeah, 4 full complete items. You know, in good news, it can't get that much scarier at this point.
That is what they say.
Oh, the stun barely gonna miss. Tank Axe gonna be super fine, but still taking a bit of damage. Or actually a lot more as they decide they want to go in.
Yeah, they want to get this pick. We've got 30 seconds on the Elder Dragon. They know this could be a really good opportunity for them. And again, that just keeps... Darius isn't able to commit to some of this pressure if the team's getting caught out beforehand. They're just all going to sit there and try to cheese out in this bush. Renai should be able to spot this all out. Yep, smart job with the Scryer's Bloom.
Yep, you see Dub going to go get that top wave, but that does mean him leaving there means it is like 4v4 here over Elder.
He doesn't have teleport!
No, they sent the wrong person.
What? Is he?
We are burger flipping Elder Dragon.
Holy
right
shit, that's so bad. The team should have known. They just saw him on creeps too.
Looking for the flank here. Lots of pressure. They're forcing him out of the pit. Elder Dragon super low. Huge engage from the bestest one. Lots of flash from low. Walks in to go through. Hook resets. Hanging on for dear life. Bestest one taking a lot of damage. Elder still staying around. 2,500 health. The Night Circulation gauge locked up. Double flash long. CC down. There goes the Night Circulation. Elder Dragon still not reset. Health bar super low. Double kill for Caitlyn. Down goes another one. Hoodie is down. Dolphy hanging on for dear life with a triple kill. And all of a sudden we find here 4 members still alive for the Fever Breakers.
Oh my god, these guys couldn't team fight their way out of a tutorial level. Oh, and they're not done? Oh, they are
Well,
not.
they're going back to Elder.
Bestis is there though. I mean, this is still a coin flip, and you could really easily fuck this up. You are so low if they can get onto this Dolphy. Bestis is trying.
Doing a good job. Beautiful wall.
Yeah, there's no flash on this monkey, and they're not going to get in there. Objective bounty claimed. Gold lead now to 2K.
I cannot believe it. Meanwhile, during all of this madness, mid tower went down to minions. But Elder Dragon here on the Fever Breakers. This is what we were promised.
This is some bad League of Legends.
So now that they have Elder, what's the play here? Right now we're just seeing waves pushed out.
Yeah, I think with the map positioning, you stall out the Elder, right? Like, very straightforward. Don't fuck around. Don't fight.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of wave push. Looks like Fever Breaker's going to try to say, hey, let's go get Baron. We're just going to chain buff into buff. Vision being established. Dub Jump does have the TP now. We're just going to go ahead straight on, starting up. It is spotted out, though. TP coming in. Everyone here. 9 men in the pit. Derry Shaman. Not Derry Shaman. Rise Regulation a little outside, but a clean Baron call for the Fever Breakers. You know, see an aggressive push mid, trying to make sure to keep that pressure up. The Dongers doing what they can to stall this game out, waiting out these buffs. As 38 minutes in, we are back to a 1K game.
Oof. Oof. That's rough.
I can't believe it. Finally, okay, let's see here. We have the Baron available. Wave clear going to be a little tough here if they don't have that Gregus available. A lot of pressure really riding here on the 30 and the Silver to be able to handle these waves as we see the siege come through. So there's a lot of poke from this Fever Breakers team. And yeah, this tower is not long for the world.
Yeah, Caitlyn and Baron is a very, very nice combo. Super safe to get in onto these towers. Now we do see, I mean, some deep flanks here. Look at this Wukong. He should walk across some wards, though. This could be a pretty pivotal fight for obvious reasons, but
Yep,
Wukong,
out.
that was very early Caitlyn ults.
I don't know, 30 flashes in, comes and throws the barrel, finds 3. Down goes formerly Thunder, but Rise Circulation looking for more flashes in the backline. Doing a lot of damage. He's on a rampage, but Rise Circulation going through, gets the shutdown of the Dolphy. Egg coming through on Anivia. Hook reset's getting very, very low, and he is scrambled as we see a complete total rout.
1 for 5, only losing their support. You take that trade 100 times out of 100. Even Tank Axe's mother would have said that was worth. And now we see thumbs down, dongers up, barreling down mid lane. They want to catch this creep wave. They're going to try to crash bot and mid here and break the base for the first time. Still 20 plus seconds on almost everybody. Just the Hui who's going to spawn early. He is not going to be able to stop a damn thing. And that is easily going to be 1 inhibitor, if not 2. Or are they going to try to end here?
I think they might be ending.
Oh, that is so much smarter.
Grubs as well. 9 seconds still on the Caitlyn. Boy, needs to be able to see if he can hit those minions. Down goes 1 turn, 1 remaining.
Dolphy up in 2. They're kind of going slow on this. They're splitting. They're splitting damage. I don't think Sivir was hitting where she needed to there. And it's a defensive Sivir ult. I think that's a mistake. This was still a lot of time on those timers.
It all comes down to it's the confidence, though, right? When you're worried about what is going on with your champion, it's harder to make those shot calls.
Maybe these guys are just fucks, dude.
You know what's crazy? It's the only lane with this tower still left is the top lane. What a twist!
How the times have changed.
Yeah. As Renai circulation, the full build now. Literally doesn't get scarier than this. But at this point, death timers get so long, like depending on where the fight is, this could still just be a one-fight game for either team.
Yeah, and it looks like it's probably going to be... I mean, that Elder Dragon's up in 50 seconds. If your thumbs down, donger's up, like, you just can't fight for this dragon. You need to be pressuring the map. It either needs to be your free dragon, or, like, if they commit to the dragon, you have a nearly exposed nexus you can complete. And I think this is actually great timing here. They've got 30 seconds on the spawn, which means they can fully execute this top lane setup and turn this into a base racing kind of scenario.
Ooh, there we go. They send a Nivea up. Nivea has TP. Should be able to cut this wave down, no problem.
Yeah, they need to dive her if they're going for this, or they need to flank. Like, I would have liked to have seen the dive there. Nivea doesn't have a flash.
Oh, here goes the action, the engage on Renai circulation. TP coming in, but meanwhile, from their own base comes the rest of the team. All being blown. Job is the first to fall. Thunder running for dear life. Zony's going to save Hookie's backline, but down goes Mr. Tuesday. It is Sunday, it turns out, and now goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
They commit so much, and all it does is lower the Darius to 70% health. They thought they scored a big pick, but Blab had no reasons to be afraid. Just made this game long to keep it entertaining. And thumbs down, dongers up are going to get our first win of the day. Beautiful, beautiful stuff out of Renai's circulation there. Got our post game here.
In a true to fashion form. I was a little worried at the beginning, but it all worked out in the end. You know, we got plenty more coming at you.
We got a lot of bad League of Legends left, so don't touch that browser. We'll be back with the other two teams here. Feed My Starving Lane versus I Got Nothing. What a terrible team name.
It is a bad one.
Well, we don't have a name, so we'll just name the team that we don't have a name. Y'all are disappointments. All right, my friends, welcome back. I have made a couple more audio adjustments between game one and game two. We'll see if we've got this a little more dialed in. Please let me know how things are sounding as we are welcoming fan favorite Mr. 30 to the booth.
Hello.
30, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
It's always a lot nicer casting after coming off a W.
For me today, I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm having a great time regardless.
What a gentleman. This is why 30 is so beloved. I'd be like, those dudes are playing Offroles. How the fuck could we lose to them?
I'm gonna be honest, it didn't feel like my teammates were playing off roles. They felt pretty good on what they were doing.
Blab was there to create a lot.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got here for game 2?
All right, so we've got on the left side, I got nothing. On the right side, feed my starving lane. I like the charity theming.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I was being really positively toxic last game.
Bro, I was gonna do a segment and I just kind of got lazy about it. Was it last season or the season before when you had gotten your in trouble for your toxic positivity? I was gonna try to get us to get together and film some negativity training. I thought that would have been really, really good.
Yeah.
Maybe content for SBL next year.
Yeah. Corporate training.
Yeah, on how to be more negative. Just gotta like a paper printout. The last level, it's a paper printout of Dan's face, and you have to tell him he just fucked up a trade.
No. No.
All right, so we got some wild picks coming out here. We got Zillion. Been a minute since I've seen him.
Zillion support for Wang?
That's
I
what I'm
assume
thinking. Yeah, Wang
yeah.
is banned jungle mid, so but he played a lot of Zillion back in the day.
Oh yeah. Good old reliable Caitlyn. See, I wonder if we're gonna see Caitlyn in every game nowadays, which is the standard go-to for non-ADC players.
Yeah, I think she might be good right now too.
Oh, well, even better. Yeah.
Go pull up the win rates for the first time. Are we gonna see Aurora?
Oh, that's the new one, right?
Yeah, she was banned literally every game at Worlds.
Yeah. I don't think so. I hope not. I'm gonna have to watch a champ spotlight real quick.
Yeah, no, I'm counting on somebody knowing if I get one of those games.
All right. Well, we got some tanky boy lineups here on I Got Nothing on the blue side here. Swain, Chundle, Tom Kench. Who's even playing who here? Splinter's banned obviously in the jungle and bot lane, and I imagine he might be taking Trundle top.
Yeah, it's
Swain
definitely.
mid.
I'm surprised he gets the 80 carry as a second role. I would have just guessed at top just because of some of the champion overlap with jungle.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, see, Yasuo and Kale ban. I'm not sure who that's even going against here.
Yeah, man, I'm not doing prep for this event.
Trying to do some analysis here. It's tough.
It's yeah, it's real tough, especially when you can't
Bring
even.
out the bunny.
Yeah, you know.
Aurora's getting reworked already, so Civvy Beard. Duh. Right, power creep, duh.
Yeah, this one was pretty egregious.
Draven ban. Wow. Who's playing Draven?
I want to know whose off-roll Draven is scary enough to warrant a ban.
I'm gonna guess it's Milk or Chai. I'm guessing that's Milk. That seems like an OG throwback pick.
That does seem like a milk pick.
Yeah. I mean, so far, the lineups are looking good. I mean, it is really tanky on the blue side for I Got Nothing, so I'm curious on how they're gonna round this out. A lot of close range stuff.
All right,
Fiddlesticks.
Well, the last time I saw Fiddlesticks in a game, it was another certified NA trauma moment. So,
A lot of these champs can be rotated around. I mean, Gragas can go pretty much anywhere on the map. Fiddlesticks, I assume, is going to be jungling though. That's going to probably be. I don't even know. We'll just wait and see.
It's probably Zillion support, so Gragas in a solo lane to flex, and then they'll round out the other solo lane here.
Yeah. All right, Taya, nice. Has a good escape tool with the ultimate.
Hey, yo, Pantheon, I love. There's no way. Oh, there is a way.
Donger's up.
Donger's up for feed my starving lane.
Oh
I'm
shit. Oh shit. Who is going where? I mean, enemy 1 through 5. Come on, right? Really haven't fixed this yet. It's
Yeah,
spectator.
no, it's got all the same spectator like greatest hits that I remember. It was awesome. Doing my first game in almost a year.
Wow, this is. I feel like it's just all damage on the red side here for Feed My Starving Lane. Lot of finesse needs to be played with that team comp. Where on the blue side, it's just let's go in.
Yeah,
Raise your dongers. Yeah.
I assume this Gragas is not going to be very similar to the one we saw you playing. I assume it'll be the tankier, doing his zoning, and then just a lot of chaos that they hope they can thrive in.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be dodging bombs and turrets and traps and crows and barrels. It's just a lot of zoning actually out of the red side here. Probably good for tower taking. We'll see how they want to play that out. Maybe go for early void grubs, get some good tower pushing power.
I do love a nice early game team fight in the Void Grub pit.
What's Chai's main role here?
Uh,
Top
Shy,
or
it was
jungle?
support jungle.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's going to be a top lane Thomas.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's probably has some experience on the Tom from support.
All
Maybe
right.
even jungle. I feel like jungle was a thing way back in the day, but maybe I'm forgetting.
Yeah, looking at this, so Shotman is banned out of top and mid, so it's got to be Swain supports. So that's the one thing. So that kind of starts making everything else fall into place. If it will be Splinter playing the
Mid Theon.
yeah, mid Theon most likely could be the top Theon, but I'm thinking mid Theon, Phoenix in the jungle on Trundle, and then Thomas Kenchis up top.
Okay.
Swain can't like jungle or some shit, can he?
I'm sure he can. That champ's busted.
All right. Well, at least the other team's making this easier on us. It's just a question of Hemer and Gragas and who's going where. I guess both could theoretically be possible in both places, but assuming if we're thinking it's going to be Dinger versus Pantheon, I guess is Dinger better as a mid laner in a top lane? I've always.
I don't know. I mean, the long lane with the turrets actually isn't terrible.
Yeah, I guess it actually probably is a real toss up.
Yeah. I'm going back to your early power rankings here. You put in the league chat. Team 2 over 3 over 4 over 1. So do you stand by that? Do you have Feed My Starving Lane beating I Got Nothing?
Yeah, I feel good. I think the vibes are here. I think the player synergy is here. We'll see in a sec here if I'm right or not.
Yeah, I'm curious how these roles played out.
Yes, now let me see who's actually playing what here. It hits our beautiful black screen. Let me adjust some team names here.
Yeah, Albino Joe and the Jungle Fiddlesticks. Tree in the top lane? Gragas. Support Zillion. Well, actually, no, they both have teleport. We'll see. We'll see where the Heimer and the Gragas go. They could theoretically swap it up. They're both good in the solo lanes. And thrifty on the good old Caitlyn. I assume you're still on 0%.
I am.
Okay.
Just adjusting over off
I
screen.
yeah, I get concerned with Riot Games.
Yeah, it was really clean last game. Like I was like wanting to adjust things, and I was already in game.
Well, then we might have a toaster out there.
Yeah, that would check. We got some toasties in this game. All right, so both the solo laners have the teleport, so we still don't know who's going where. On the,
Okay, nice. Along with the $30 if Thrifty's team loses.
Oh shit, dude.
Damn. Maybe
We should have put Mario Party rules on this game, like $30, and you can make somebody run into a tower.
like wherever you are, you have to go to the nearest tower and run into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Winter Blessed Zillion, his portrait art goes kind of hard. Unable to download spectator data. Did you get the same thing?
I did. So we're gonna try the reconnect. I think we got some of these last season, and the reconnect usually just fixed everything up. So we're gonna hope that's what happens here.
Okay.
And
I
I'm
was
in.
gonna say, okay, nice. Yeah, I should load in here too. Winter Blessed Zillion, his portrait looks like the final boss, so look out for this guy.
I think I got my rolls. Let me know if you're in game.
Yep, in game.
What are we looking like on
17,
time?
18.
Can you speed up?
Oh yeah.
Welcome
Oh,
to
35, 6,
30
7.
seconds until minions spawn.
39, 40,
40.
41. Yep. All right, we did it. We did it, chat. You remember my chat, my objective timers, and remember Control Shift Z.
Ooh, yep.
Get a little extra love here, and we are in.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, it looks like yeah, Tree on the Gragas is gonna go the top lane. Mel and the Dinger going in the mid lane. Actually, I mean that's probably they're just based on matchup purely, right? Dinger versus Pantheon, so you're gonna abuse the melee range there. But I guess Tom is melee range too.
All right, the overlays are locked in. I think my volume is fine. I'm finally ready to just fucking cast some League of Legends.
Hell yeah.
All right, so we got the lanes are all correct here. So, Batmel versus Mash the Splinter in the mid lane. You could not draw up a bigger rank discrepancy in the Baddy League.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest one here we got in the tournament.
Yeah, a lot of skill in the bot lane as well. Thrifty, Wang, Chopman, all down there. That should be a pretty fun lane.
Dangerous. Wang's already landing the bombs here.
That's a level 2 first for 50. Oh my god, dude. Every time I watch him get into auto range and not click on Devout Milk, I'm gonna like have a little tick. I fucking... Like,
Yo, if I was blue lane, bot lane, I'd be saying I am straight up not having a good time right now. This poke is gonna be so annoying.
This, yeah, has to be a super not fun lane to play against, and it's not like Xayah really has good tools to like deal with it. Like, she has to just kind of endure it. You know, I guess the nice thing is Wang and Thrifty are gonna have to push, so you can just let that happen. You're not gonna have what happened at Dub Drum last game where the lane was just froze for minutes at a time. Like, this is gonna constantly be crashing, so you got to just be very patient, try not to eat the poke, hope somebody steps up a little much.
As expected.
But this is a very bloody bot lane. These guys are trading. I love it.
Yeah, I got pots sticking here.
Everyone in this game has more CS than Dub got in the first 7 minutes of the last game.
3 going in. Ham getting a little tower shot there, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's getting some nice pressure on Tom. I like this. Play aggro. He's going to force a recall on a TP here and try to just really keep this pressure cooking.
Nice, okay.
Oh my god, dude, Milk is just not having a good time. Wang is going for it all. Flash, auto, ignite, and Wang is going to die for it. So Portal Combat, Wang bit off more than he needed to chew. But it is a 80 carry dead on the other side. We'll see if Thrifty can get a crash here. Actually, probably going to be pretty hard with the lane state.
Yeah.
Although the cannon's coming in to help.
Oh, man, but overall, a win for... I got nothing here. Jobman with the pull in. A lot of minions, so I don't think he can fight that for very long.
Oh, there was no assist on Caitlyn there.
Oh, no!
How did that? Wang, you...
Not a single auto, damn. Alright,
You goofy goober.
Hello there, nothing.
Brilliant.
It's not over. Wang just starts walking straight back forward. Slow up. Man, this directed camera, this is great. Just straight watching the bot lane. Doesn't give a shit about the entire rest of the map.
Yeah, that was so long to stay down there. Because, like, look at Spinner. This is dicey.
Boom.
Yeah, and Wes is really greeding for it here. And this is huge because it's buying Albino Joe all this time to just go and free farm, get towards 6, and then Fiddle can start playing League of Legends.
Yeah, this is good. I mean, Phoenix Blaze opting to go mid for his first movement there of the game, and yeah, Joey, like you said, it's just gonna keep power farm until 6. He'll take the no interaction.
Yeah, this is great. You know, they are just winning in all 3 lanes right now. they have the pressure advantage in all 3, which is just such a nice place to be if you're a jungler.
Yeah, Wang sort of hovering around the mid lane roam here, waiting for the wave to crash bot. But he actually is just good there for the early Void Grub. Prio. Yeah, all 3 moving over for Feed My Starving Lane. Oh, level 6 though for Tree. Is he gonna try something here? Not yet.
Yeah, he could save it. I think wants to be ready. You know, just keep the lane pressure here. That's a big thing to contribute to this fight for the Grubs. And then you can crash this wave, start roaming over. Going to have man advantage because you have Zillion there, and I got nothing, didn't roam anybody. As Tree nearly gets a kill under the tower.
Oh, yeah.
And Wang forces, oh, the flash of panic. Tree is now going for it, but he's taking a lot of tower damage here. He doesn't get the damage off, and another tower hit nearly kills Tree. Pantheon from outer space does not get the spear, but a terrible misplay there. But we'll see here. Will they chase into Dinger? I mean, they had such a good setup there, just mis-executed. We're a little too greedy for the tower and couldn't quite get it, so they don't get the Grubs either. But Thrifty's going to just win the 1v2.
He is level 6. He has the ultimate. I mean, they're just gonna block it, right? That's what they're going for.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about that if I were Shotman and Milk. And I do think Tim is really playing with fire here. I mean, if Shotman gets a grab, you know, if he flashes forward, we're in Ignite range where he doesn't really need to hit much. But now Wang is here. He is level 4, remember.
Oh no, Chapman went too far there because Milk is backing up, but he's gonna go time it in with the Ignite. There it is. Shaman with the kill into Thrifty, but can he get out? And he does, ulting it as well.
Yeah, like I was just saying, I don't think Tim was respecting fucking Ignite enough.
You're right, yeah.
And that's a huge misplay there, and it's just a bad couple of minutes here for Feed My Starving Lane. But Albino Joe out of the jungle! Flash! Fear shut down for Fiddlesticks!
He's gonna keep going, getting the whole slice on him, but choose to back up. Die with, still with the ult, so good choice there. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, though, like the gold sort of evens out after that first blood in the bottom lane. Wow, I mean, super even mid lane, 58-58 CS here.
Yeah, this is a super close game. Let's look at the individual gold. I don't know if there's any huge advantages on this map right now. The biggest one's going to be the jungle, 400 gold up for Albino Joe.
Yeah, I mean, he was just power farming, got level 6, got that kill on him now, so Fiddlesticks is looking good. And the dragon is up, gonna be a Cloud Drake. Feed my starving lane coming over, trying to get positioning on that. Phoenix plays level 6 in the Trundle.
Yeah, Wang is not level 6 yet because he spent so much time roaming, so that's going to be big in these fights. Does not have the revive.
Yeah, they scared the scuttle on the red side there, so they can choose to rotate over there if they see the opening. But looks like I got nothing's bot lane. Gonna try to keep pushing this out, keep the pressure down here. Oh, pull on the Thrifty. He's gonna net out though.
Yeah, a little more respect immediately nets out this time. Now Splinter's showing up in this top lane. Tree does not have a flash, does not have a teleport. It's, I thought he was about to go all in there because he doesn't have a choice. He's going to try to juke around a bit here. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Dario Chopman laying huge fat pressure. And Tree, great defensive movement. Are you kidding me? Phoenix Blaze is running in, though. I don't think he can make it. He's looking for it, does not get there in time as Batmel is going to just keep pushing.
I mean, we missed the fancy feed. How did he get out?
That's, directed camera, baby.
Yeah.
Great footwork from Tree there. As Thrifty might just be bad. We do get the Zillion ult, but he is still not in a good spot here. Damage not going to be enough, though.
Okay. But gonna lose some plates unless they choose to go back in here. Wang with the bomb on the milk. He's just gonna die right under his tower.
This is just really bad gameplay out of Wang and Thrifty. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know if there's a really good excuse for this. Like, especially like the Caitlyn decision making. It's like Thrifty doesn't know that he doesn't have defensive stats because he's an AD carry. As we hear the screams from 3 minutes in the future, probably getting picked up on this mic.
All right, they get another gold turret plate down there. For the blue side, I got nothing, but they're beating my starving lane. They're going for all 6 scrubs. Tree gonna bounce in here. Oh, nice ult in.
But a really huge Crow Storm in the middle of it all. The chaos. There is no escape. And that is a 3-4-0 for Feed My Starving Lane. Great setup there. Batmel not even close.
Not even close.
They realize they can't win any fights bot lane, so they finally pick the fights. And the advance is up. Chopman's coming in, though. Wang wants to go back his boy up. He almost has his ult available. It's just a couple of seconds here, trying to buy time here, and does not get it. And now he's going to lose his own life as well. This is so embarrassing. Wang's running trees. Gonna see if he can come slow us down, and maybe that stun's actually gonna be enough.
Yep. Oh wow! So I mean, like the 4 for or is it 0 for 3 at the Void Grubs for the Feed My Starving Lane. They do pick up all 6, but then on the backside, Chopman's gonna pick up 2 or just 1 for himself.
Yeah, and I don't think they're done here. Thrifty has a flash available if he can get this through the wall, and he's not gonna try for it. Phoenix Blaze puts himself on the board.
Should be an easy first strike here of the game for I got nothing.
Yes, this is turning into a much bloodier game much earlier than the last one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Could be a catch here on Heimerdinger as the Swain is running Batmel down. Joey's enough to scare the chase off. As it's 20k on the dot each team.
Damn, this is close. Mel going a little too far. They're dodging the Swain, but will ultimately go down. Splinter gonna pick up that kill for himself. Lock the Caitlyn ult. Oh, but wait.
Oh, the Dinger Turrets! The Dinger Turrets with the double from the grave! Are you kidding me?
Oh, hell yeah. McGinnis is so busted.
I feel bad that I forgot, but the players forgot too, and that's a lot worse.
Yeah.
Good stuff there. 3-1 from Albino Joe and Batmal, the two players everyone expected to be carrying this game for Feed My Starving Lane. As Thrifty is picking up where he left off, getting a little caught out of position.
We're just hammering it down on this tower top lane. Already picked up 2 plates, but it looks like, yeah, they just fell off there. Meanwhile, the rest of his team from the red side, Feed My Starving Lane, all grouped up around this mid. Looking like they need to rotate back down bot, catch that wave.
Is it possible for a tanky champion to kill a Tom Kench? I'm thinking no.
Give him a little smack at the end there.
And he really wants to force this. You gotta really be confident you're gonna get it though, because he's taken so many tower shots during all this.
Yeah. Alright, pushing in here. I got nothing on the bot side. They're trying to maybe take down this tower, but Thrifty and Wing not going to give it up without a fight. Phoenix plays in the top lane. Pillar goes down early. Trees looking pretty safe here, unless there's a red buff here on Phoenix plays. But Switter's going to stop the cutoff there. And it's going to be 3v1 against Tree. What can he do? A teleport in the back line from Batmel. Tree's going to look for the execute, but I think he's going to go down. Yeah, Phoenix plays, yeah. No really else to go.
Yeah, just a little bit of misplays there. That teleport was not very good. I think Mel should have just kept pushing mid lane. And now she's going to push top lane and get caught. Albino Joe is maybe going to come towards, but I don't think he can get here in time to do anything.
No.
You know how in League of Legends there's kind of two mentalities. There's the your teammates caught, let them die, so you only lose one person. Or there's the your teammates caught, commit as hard as physically possible to go have their back. And Feed My Starving Lane, I feel like every single time they've been trying to overcommit to have somebody's back, it's just been a disaster.
Yeah.
It's rare that like so many of those little decisions all go wrong. But this does not feel like a dead even gold game to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I certainly Feed My Starving Lane's maybe making more mistakes, more execution, but there is a dive down here. The tower is still going on the Chop, and the resurrection for Wang is going to keep himself alive, but Chop is going to just take every tower shot. It doesn't matter. Should be the double kill here, but no! Wang actually gets away. Milk with the fail flash. No! Takes the tower shot on the backside.
Now here comes Tree. He's trying to block.
Still alive!
Splitter, Tree's going forward, execute from downtown. Now he's trying to chase Splitter down. Splitter is waiting on the timer for a spear here, and Wang bites off more than he could chew. Oh!
Alright, Shy with the TV just for the reassurance there. And as the top laners meet down again in bot lane.
And the junglers meet up in the top lane. I think Batmal should get this turret here, so that is going to be first brick, I believe? Yes, that is.
Yeah.
First tower.
Wow. Okay, 17 minutes in. That's crazy. But yeah, Mel on a mission here. Heimerdinger just pushing the lane. Now she can rotate down bot, it looks like. Force that tower down. Get control for this next dragon. Yeah, 23 seconds here. Gonna be an ocean drag, so pretty powerful. Really powerful, I think, for Feed My Starving Lane's composition here. If they want to sort of just go down the lanes and poke and regen that health when they're sieging.
I think they would really like to be able to slow roll kind of their setups, so that would be good for them.
I got nothing. I think they are trying to clear vision. They know that they don't want to give this up for free. Ty going in. He's going to keep the tower alive for a little bit longer.
Looking like we're probably going to have a pretty big fight here. Or maybe everyone's going to just be backing off. Pantheon does have an ult available, so I mean, this could be pretty split at the start. As give us out a little bit more here.
Yeah. My starving, and they're all grouped up around the dragon. They have started it. They have the turrets going, but the blue team actually steals the ocean drake right under their nose. Ready at the net back, trying to create some distance, but the first one that's gonna go down is on I Got Nothing side. There's the resurrection popped on Thrifty. He does not go down yet. Milk on the bot side gets forced out, so it's actually 2 kills for Female Starving Lane, but they lose the Drake.
Yeah, that was a real weird fight that I is maybe not over because CRJ Superfan, you have nowhere to run here, and everyone's gonna show up. Will they pass this off to Albino Joe, who did just absolute work in that fight? In all of the split chaos, Joe was just kind of sitting there hitting everyone with the ult. So we'll see here if maybe these 3 kills can finally get a snowball rolling, because that is 2 Drakes to 0 for I Got Nothing.
Yeah, Joey is, I mean, he's in a position to really make like the game-winning plays here with the ultimate, like over a wall or something. They want to force team fights now with this super fed fiddlesticks.
Yeah, and I think what they want more traditional team fights. Like, I think they're getting 2 flanked, 2 split lines of defense on all these fights. Like, just 5-man front to back. That's what your team should be wanting in these fights, I feel like. But great play in the chaos there. Phoenix Blaze going in and stealing that dragon. It was definitely not an easy entry there. I think he flashed to do it. Just very well played there. Because that would have been a pretty big disaster if I Got Nothing hadn't gotten that dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, it almost kind of makes it worth it. I know there is a gold lead now for Female Starving Lane, but man, getting that Drake, like you said, it's really good for the blue side here. Looks like a group up here from Female Starving Lane. Phoenix Blaze going to secure the top side scuttle. 20 minutes in, I don't know. It's still looking really close.
As very much is. If we look at the gold here, you know, where are some of the big leads? Batmel has actually a pretty big gold lead here in the mid matchup. 1,000 gold up for Albino Joe in the jungle. 1,000 gold up for Thrifty Senpai. It's Dario Chopman who has the big lead for I Got Nothing side, which is 1,400 on that support Swain, who obviously is, you know, much more of just an AP carry once he gets rolling.
Yeah. I was about to say, he feels like a mid lane Swain at this point of the game. Tons of good utility with the Rileys too. It's gonna be tough to get away from him when he's ulting.
Yeah, that might be the tale of a lot of these fights, is just Swain or Fiddlesticks. Who is the one spitting the shit in the middle of the team fight better?
Oh, okay. Everyone's grouped up here. Tree is in the Baron pit. Chai gonna go in, knock him up. There's the flash out for Tree. The Fiddle! And Joey's gonna get it off! Bad Bell's gonna pick up the first kill, but the Fiddle damage is shredding through. Everyone is just going down for I Got Nothing, and it's gonna go straight into the Baron.
What? Phoenix Blaze is alive, but it's going to be really hard to do this, especially without a flash available. But that was just awesome go decision making from Albino Joe. He knew he had a huge setup. The team had overcommitted down that Baron alleyway. Albino Joe just knows to send it over the wall after Tree got over chased on. And now that is another 3 for nothing. A Baron Nasher slain. And Feed My Starving Lane now has a 5k gold lead and a chance to make some real big headway.
Yeah, they broke the game wide open. I Got Nothing. I mean, they're unfortunately playing right into the strength of every champ there in that sort of closed off corridor of the Baron pit. Heimerdinger turrets were already up. Caitlyn trap, Zillion bomb.
And I was thinking as they chased, I was like, that's the Gragas, that's the tank. Like, the one person you don't really need to go that deep to chase. And knowing the personnel on this team, I'm not surprised that I Got Nothing had a little bit of bloodlust in their eyes. But when you think with your blood dick, you make mistakes.
That is true.
Got 30 seconds on the Dragon here. Very interesting decision making here for the teams. You know, does Feed My Starving Lane want to set up with this Baron push? Do they want to kind of beeline towards the Dragon, get there early? Obviously, you don't want the other team on soul points. It's looking like they are going to get some setup in this mid lane here. Baron, Heimerdinger, a lot of pressure. Caitlyn, Baron, a lot of pressure. Zillion, keeping everyone feeling pretty safe. And there's a lot of fog here. They know if they push deep, you know, Albino Joe could be lurking ready to start the party. They're not able to defend that tower.
Yeah, I felt like I Got Nothing was gonna maybe pull the trigger on there. Pantheon ult in the back, drop Kama was sort of flanking as well, but they're gonna choose to just give that up to the Baron buff. Maybe a smart choice on the tier 2 here, but surely they fight for the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, you would think, but I mean, they got to make that decision fast. This thing is melting. Heimerdinger, Caitlyn, Fiddlestick, so much range. Baron autoing, and there is the big kill. Shotman doesn't even get a chance to sniff a team fight. 5, 6, and 2. Shotman scoreline, and now it is an inhibitor down. This team is not done.
They're not stopping.
They don't even have. They're outnumbered here. They don't give a shit, and they might not have to. Albino Joe.
Nothing. They can't stop this Albino Joe. He's so into the middle. They're pushing for the win.
Oh my god, just again, 2 fights in a row. Albino Joe knows, send it with the Crow Storm. Outmanned under Nexus turrets. Just not a single sign of a defense by I Got Nothing, who get marched down and dominated.
Wow. Oh. Yeah, a statement game from Albino Joe on the Fiddlesticks here. I mean, just all around, I mean, really, Feed My Starving, they really came together there. Sort of a sloppy beginning, but once they got the fights that they needed, their macro was really well called there.
Did this
Just
post
pushing
game
for the
glitch
win.
out? Are we seeing everyone's login IDs right now?
I'm good over here. What do you see?
You don't see Beta Sub E-Boy playing Swain? Elephant Lover 123 playing Pantheon?
No, I
Tree's out here with an incredibly secure username. No one would ever think to try that. That's the only reason why I'm like extra
Wait.
confused. And then Batmel and Wang are just like totally okay right here.
oh my, I'm looking at the stream right now. What the?
Yeah, dude. Beta Sub E-Boy on Brandon is the best name on here.
Oh, man. And Zaya's a dead zone. That's fitting. That is fitting. Oh my.
So we got, I'm guessing like this, the Tom and the Fiddlesticks, I'm guessing that's like a user ID that's like a backend only user ID that exists for every account. I'm guessing these are a mix of like, some people got their real in-game names, some people probably got their login name, and then this is like a hidden ID. Well, this is cool. It's 2024 and we're still getting new spectator bugs. Isn't that cool? Well, congratulations to Feed My Starving Lane. Immaculate gameplay. Take the win. They advance to the winners finals, to the top 3. But that is going to do it for this one, folks. We may have a stream swap coming. I will let you know in just a sec once I know. But don't hit that browser. We'll be back soon with more bad League of Legends. All right, chat, we're just going to be taking the stream swap in just a second here, so you know the drill. Get ready to F5.